Guys, we are back, guys. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the subs, guys. Shout out to everyone who clicked on this, guys. We are back, guys. We are continuing 90s week. Yes, it's obviously October. I have to rock the skeleton sweater. Guys, we're back with something that literally none of you asked for. Like literally no, or if there was somebody, if any of you did, because I told you YouTube is like weird now. Like I don't know on the app, like every time you search through the comments, like some comments don't come up. So maybe some of you, like maybe there's a few of you who did ask, but I searched through the comments and there was literally nobody even mentioned Alanis Morissette in the comments. So, but nobody asked for this, but except for one person, but that's somebody who I know in real life, one of my friends. But we were talking and I don't know, somehow she mentioned this album and I was like, oh, I never heard it. And she's like, what? How have you never heard this? I'm like, I don't know, I just never heard it. She's like, but it's one of the best albums ever. It's one of the like biggest albums and like how you have to hear it. I'm like, all right, we'll check it out. So actually, if you're watching, shout out to you, Mariana. But guys, I don't know like exactly why or how I missed it exactly, just because when I in the last video I said that we're gonna do like some of the biggest albums of the 90s. I would look it up. This is one of the biggest albums. This is top 5 albums of the 90s. I don't know how I like selling. I'm saying like biggest selling. Like this album sold like 30 million copies or something. That's insane. Back when you actually sold actual copies, not dumb streaming bullshit that people will say, oh, they're number one. Did you know that fucking Drake beat the Beatles? I guess. I don't know, streaming. It's not the same. Guys, released June 13th, 1995. We have Alanis Morissette with Jagged Little Pill. Oh, that sounds so 90s. This is so 90s immediately. I love it.
Do I stress you out? My sweater's on backwards and inside out, and you say how appropriate. I don't dissect everything today. I don't mean to pick you apart, you see, but I can't help it. And there I go jumping before the catcher has gone out. Slap me with the splintered ruler, and it would knock me to the floor. There's it there already. If only I could hunt the hunter. And all I really want is some patience, a way to calm the angry vice. And all I really want is deliverance. Do I wear you out? You must wonder why I'm relentless and all strung out. I'm consumed by the chill of solitude.
What an interesting melody
I'm like a Stella.
and the delivery.
I like to reel it in and then spit it out. I'm frustrated by your apathy, and I am frightened by the corruptiveness of this land. If only I could meet the maker. And I am fascinated by your spiritual man. I'm humbled by his humble nature. Yeah, and what I wouldn't give to find a soulmate, someone else to catch this drift. And what I wouldn't give to meet a kindred.
The harmonica was very unexpected on this sound too.
Let's talk about you for a minute. Enough about you. Let's talk about life for a while. The conflicts, the craziness, and the sound of prejudice.
What an interesting delivery. Like,
Did you think about your bills, your ex, your deadlines? Or when you think you're gonna die? Or did you long for the next distraction? And all I need now is interracial intercourse. A soul that make the whole much deeper. And I have no concept of time or further than this pain. If only I could kill the killer. And all I really want is some peace now. A place to find a common ground. And all I really want is a wavelength. And all I really want is some comfort. A way to get my hands untied. And all I really want is some justice.
That was a good opening track. That was just such a 90s sound right there. Like,
I want you to know that I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. I know the version of me. Is she perverted like me? Would she go down on you in a theater? Does she speak eloquently? And would she have your baby? I'm sure she'd make a really excellent mother. Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No. And every time you speak her name, does she know how you told me it helped me until you died? Till you died, but you're still alive. And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you did to me. You ought to know. You seem very well
this is so 90s. Oh my god.
peaceful.
I know I've heard that chorus before, maybe like a movie or a TV or commercial or some shit.
I thought you should know.
I never heard this whole song though.
Did you forget about me, Mr. Duplicity? I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. There was a slap in the face, how quickly I was replaced. And are you thinking of me when you fuck her? Cause the love that you gave that we paid wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No.
Like that.
And every time you speak, every time you know how
The way that she sings.
until you die.
Like that delivery.
But you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you.
Yeah, I heard this before for sure. I know I heard this chorus.
When you went away, it's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you did to me. You ought to know.
I love the production so far, man. Who produced this album?
Cause I joked that you laid in the bed that was made, and I'm not gonna fade as soon as you close your eyes. And you knew it. Every time I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it? Well, I'm here to remind
how in the 90s everybody had to have a song where it sounded like they're singing through a megaphone.
If you're flawless, then you're in my love. Don't forget to win first place. Don't forget to keep that smile on your face. Be a good boy. Try a little harder. You've got to measure up. Make me prouder.
Alright, but having the chords change over the pedal like that sounded super 80s. Now it sounds 90s with the drums.
Before you screw it up. How many times do I have to tell you to hurry up? 'Cause everything I do for you, the least you can do is keep quiet. Be a good girl. You gotta try a little harder. That simply wasn't good enough to make us proud. I'll live for you and make it what I never was. If you're the best, make so mine. I'm doing this for you. Damn good. Kill me for what I blow. What's the problem? Why are you crying? Be a good boy. Push a little farther now. That wasn't fast enough to make us happy. We'll love you just the way you are. If you're perfect. I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded.
Is she
I'm
short?
sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. I feel drunk, but I'm sober.
Oh my god, guys.
I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired, but I'm working, yeah. I care, but I'm restless. I'm here, but I'm really gone. I'm wrong and I'm sorry, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be quite alright. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is flicking a cigarette.
Guys, this is amazing. This song is amazing. Guys, do any of you guys, I don't know if any of you guys watch Baywatch. I think Baywatch is one of the greatest shows ever made. Like, legit, but like, they would always do like montage sequences, like every episode. This sounds like a song that would play on a montage on an episode of Baywatch. And I mean that in the best compliment possible.
And what it all comes down to
Guys, this is fucking amazing.
is that I haven't got it all figured out twist. I'm green, but I'm wise. I'm hard, but I'm friendly, baby. I'm sad, but I'm laughing. I'm brave, but I'm chicken shit. I'm sick, but I'm pretty, baby. And what it all boils down to is that no one's really gonna figure it out just yet. But I've got one hand in my pocket, and the other one is playing the piano. And what it all comes down to, my friends, yeah, is that everything is just fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket, and the other one is handing a taxi cab.
Where's she from? Is she American? I'll just look it up after. That was a really fire song. Only because she said it hailing a taxi cab, so I'm like curious, like, where's she from? She's from a city with taxis, obviously. So is she American? That's only Chicago and New York.
Mispronounced your name. You didn't wait for all the information before you turned me away. Wait a minute, sir. You kinda hurt my feelings. You see me as a sweet back-loaded poet, and you've got meal ticket taste. I see you right through. I know right through. Feel right through. I walk right took me for a joke. You took me for a child. You took a long hard look at my ass and then played golf for a while. You shake us like a fish. You pat me on the head. Took me out to White Night 69, but didn't hear a damn word I said. I see you right through. I know right through. I feel right through. I walk right through. darkest deeds to an envious man. My brothers, they never went blind for what they did, but I may as well have in the name of the Father, the skeptic and the Son. I had one more stupid question. We all have reasons to be there. We all have a thing or two to learn. We all need something to cling to. So we get why don't I reject? But I believe again. I suffer the consequence of this inquisition. If I jump in this fountain, will I be forgiven? We all had our reasons to be there. We all had a thing or two to learn. We all needed something to cling to. So we did. We all had delusions in our heads. We all had our minds made up for us. We had to believe in something. So we did. We all had reasons to be there. We all had a thing to learn. We all need something to cling to. So we
Man, it's so. I'll talk at the. But this is so 90s though, right? Oh my god, everything is so 90s about this. I love it.
I recommend getting your heart trampled on to anyone. Yeah. I recommend walking around naked in your living room. Yeah. Swallow it down with a jagged little pill. It feels so good swimming in your style.
fucking sold 30 million fucking copies. It's so catchy. That had to have been a single, right? I mean, clearly that had to have been a single. It's too fucking catchy to not release as a single. Yeah, that was super
I had no choice but to hear you. You stated your case time and again. I thought about it. You treat me like I'm a princess. I'm not used to like that. You ask how my day was. You've already won me over in spite of me. Don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. Don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. Your love is thick and it swallowed me whole. You're so much braver than I gave you credit for. That's not lip service. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. Don't be surprised
like a flat
if
six
I
or some
love
shit.
you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. You are the bearer of unconditional things. You held your breath and the door for me. Thanks for your patience. You're the best listener that I've ever met. You're my best friend with benefits. What took me so long? I've never felt this healthy before. I've never wanted something rational. I am aware now. I am aware now. You've already won me over in spite of me. Don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. I couldn't help it. It's all your fault. You've already won me over in disturbed sign on the door. You lost your place in line again. What a pity. Never seem to wanna dance anymore. It's a long way down on this roller coaster. The next chance streetcar went off the track, and you're on it. I hear you counting sheep again, Mary Jane. What's the point of trying to dream anymore? I hear you losing weight again, Mary Jane. You ever wonder who you're losing it for? Well, it's full speed, baby, in the wrong direction. There's a few bruises. If that's the way you insist on heading, please be honest, Mary Jane. Are you happy? Please don't censor your tears. You're the sweet crusader, and you're on your way. You're the last great innocent, and that's why I love you. So take this moment, Mary Jane, and be selfish. Worry not about the cars that go by. 'Cause all that matters, Mary Jane, is your freedom. So keep warm, my dear. Keep dry. Tell me, what's the matter, Mary Jane? Please be honest, Mary Jane. Tell me. An old man turned 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
fucking 90s. Like the drums, right? For this whole fucking album. I definitely heard this chorus before, but I never heard this song. I definitely heard this chorus. Like that snare, right?
Afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase. He kissed his kids goodbye. He put his whole damn life to take that flight. As the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain.
Yeah, maybe on a movie or I don't know, commercials. I know I heard this chorus before for sure. When you're already late and no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think it's like rain. It's a free ride. It's the good life. It's such a dusty day. Who would have thought it'd figure? It's a funny way, sneaking up on you. It's a funny, funny way of helping you Sounds like the guitars are competing on who's gonna have the last strum.
I don't wanna be the filler if the void is solely yours. I don't wanna be your glass of simple
Right, the drums, right, on this whole album.
drawer. I don't wanna be a bandage if the wound is not mine. Lend me some fresh air. I don't wanna be adored for what I merely represent to you. I don't wanna be your babysitter, you're a very big boy. No, I don't wanna be your mother, I didn't carry you in my womb for 9 months. Show me the vendor. Visiting hours are 9 to 5, and if I show up at 6, well, I already know that you'll find some way to sneak me in and find the empty bottle with the holes along the bottom. You see, it's too much to ask for, and I am not the doctor. I don't wanna be the sweeper of the eggshells that you walk upon, and I don't wanna be your other half. I believe that 1 and 1 make 2. I don't wanna be your food or the light from the fridge on your face at midnight. Hey, what are you hungry for? I don't wanna be the glue that holds your pieces together. I don't wanna be your idol. See, this pedestal is high and I'm afraid of heights. responsible for your fractured heart and its wounded beat. And I don't wanna be a substitute for the smoke you've been inhaling. No. What do you thank me? What do you thank me for? Visiting hours are 9 to 5, and if I show up at 6:10, will I? But I didn't know that you'd find some way to sneak me in and know. Mind the empty bottle with the holes along the bottom. You say it's too much to ask for tonight in the night of
Yeah, that was fire. This whole thing is just so like talking. I just feel like every song so far has just been so like.
you look
That was very catchy.
but only if it's warm. You're like rain, but only if it's dry. There's no sentimental value to the rose that fell on your floor. There's no fundamental excuse for the granted I'm taking for. 'Cause it's easy not to, so much easier not to. What goes around never comes around to you. You like pain, but only if it doesn't hurt too much. And you sit and you wait to receive. There's an obvious attraction to the path that leaves resistance in your life. Well, there's an obvious aversion all around on my insistence can make you try tonight. 'Cause it's easy not to, so much easier not to. And what goes around never comes around to you. To you. To you. To you. To you. There's no love, no money, no thrill anymore. Well, there's an apprehensive naked little trembling boy with his head in his hands. And there's an underestimated and impatient little girl raising her hand. But it's easy not to, so much easier not to. And what goes around never comes around to
guys. Yeah, listen, guys. All right. First of all, I gotta say, yeah, I mean, I totally like. I didn't really know what to expect because, like I said, I mean, I never heard her before. But I guess though I heard like 2 of those songs, like the choruses before, but I never actually heard the songs. You know what I mean? Like the whole song. It was very, very like so 90s. It was just like so 90s. Like it was just so fucking 90s. I love that though. I love like the production, and not even just the production, but it's like the songwriting. Like there was like a certain like 90s songwriting style approach. You know what I mean? A lot of you got it like when you hear a lot of that the 90s stuff like this, especially like guitar type stuff. I mean, like stuff with guitars, I should say, like more like rockish, I guess, whatever you want to call it, like loud, whatever, just whatever shit with guitars. Like a lot of times they would like be writing and they would just be doing like power chords, so they would come up with like different like they might come up with like progressions or certain like riffs or shit, but certain like harmonic like meaning like chord progression shit like that you wouldn't normally get necessarily like trying to write like in a traditional way, you know what I mean? So like my point is like and it was still a lot of traditional shit out here for sure, 145 and type shit, not straight 145, but I'm saying like I'm rambling. My point is like this was super 90s and I loved it. I love the sound of it. I love how 90s it sounded, and also just the songs were just like super catchy, like all of them. This was one of those albums where you hear it and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I see why this sold 30 million fucking copies. Like back when you actually had to like get up and like get dressed and like, or go get up, take a shower, put your shoes on, get dressed, put your shoes on. You know what I'm saying, guys? You have to go and drive to a fucking store and fucking find the CD and wait in line to fucking pay for it. Like when you fucking got 30 million of those, that's fucking, yeah, you know what I mean? A billion streams. I mean, it's cool for sure, but like that's different. So like that's like my point is like hearing this, it's like, oh yeah, no, for sure, because all these songs like they're so catchy right now, and like, but I can imagine at the time just being like, like I can imagine just everybody going crazy for the shit. Like, yeah, definitely. I will say though, guys, I'm just curious, what do you guys think about the cover? I feel like because this is such an icon, like obviously it's a huge album, it's a giant album, right? So I'm gonna assume that the cover is iconic because the album is so big that they just go together. You know what I mean? And so it always goes together. But for me, literally just hearing it and looking at this album cover for the first time, I'm kind of not feeling the cover, guys. It's not like, I don't know, guys. The cover does not do the music justice. But again, also it was the 90s, so, I get it. You know what? It was the 90s. I get it, but... What year was this? We said 94, did we say? I forgot. I literally forgot what date we said. 95, okay. Yeah, I mean... 95, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm, it's I mean, it's... I'll just say that the album is 20 million times better than the cover. Like, don't judge a book by its cover, because if literally I was just gonna go by the cover, I wouldn't have listened to this just based on the cover. Maybe I would have, because I would have just been like, what the fuck kind of cover is this? Alright, we gotta hear this. Just so maybe I would have, but I don't know. Guys, I'm not trying to hate on it, but I'm just saying this cover's kind of, I don't know, kind of looks like fucking when, like, you're fucking, like, if you're 12-year-old kid like downloads Canva for the first time and just decides to start fucking with it. Hey guys, we'll be back. Shout out to everyone, guys. We're gonna be back with more 90s, guys, all week. We're just doing nothing but 90s albums. So guys, shout out to everyone, guys. Go in the description, guys. I keep saying it, guys. If you like 90s, guys, I brought back the Weather Channel from 1993. I literally brought it back. It's live 24/7, up to the minute weather. Hours and hours of original music, guys. It's in the description. Go check it out, guys. KTSE weather, guys. We're live right now, guys. Go check it out. And guys, we're back.